Hello, my loves. It is Carol once again, the Real by Miss G if you're nasty. And this is Ask a Veteran. And we talk about hard hitting subjects like PTSD and all the beautiful things that go along with that. Yes. So today we're going to talk about something that goes along with it. So we're going to talk about disability. Let's get this 100% and win in these streets. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips today on high impact things that normally get you at least a percentage and ways to get your 100%, boo-boo. You deserve that. I don't care if you sat at a desk, you deserve that. You went through boot camp, you win. Okay, so usually when you're dealing with your disability, right? So for some strange reason, the first time that you go out, you get denied. Period. Most people that actually get it the first time out are those who get their disability when they are disconnecting from the military. So usually when you're about to leave the military, that's when you put in your paperwork for your disability, especially if you have it in your record. First thing is to get a copy of your medical record. Get a copy of your medical record. But the actual first thing that you need to do is sign up for what is it? The e-benefits. You need to sign up for e-benefits. If you do not have e-benefits, then go to e-benefits right now, va.gov, and register, because it just makes it easier to track where you're at in your process and to add dependents, remove dependents if you're getting divorced, things of that nature. You can also upload evidence on e-benefits once you actually register and things of that nature. My suggestion is order your medical record. I know that they say that a lot of the medical records got burnt up, in that fire, but they still have a record somewhere. Okay, so you have to get a copy of your medical record. Get a copy of your service record too, just for fun, if you would like. It usually takes about 6 to 8 weeks, which usually is the equivalent of like 6 months for some strange reason. But it takes a minute for you to get it. But once you get your medical record, do not turn in your whole medical record. What you need to do is you need to find the pages of when you went to medical yourself. Find the pages yourself. Because if you find them yourself and you submit them yourself, then they can't say they didn't see it. Okay? Because they will see how thick your medical record is and be like, nah, it ain't in there. And who's to say? So, and I learned that the hard way. I've been working on my disability for 8 years. 8 years? 9 years? 10? I'm just saying. It's been a minute. And the first thing was they said I didn't have the right evidence to show that it happened while I was active duty. And I was like, but the pages are there. So I had to go back in. That was like my third time going in, fourth time going in, fifth time going in. And then I peaked the game. So the game is they don't want to go through your whole medical record. So what you need to do is pull out the specific pages that show that you have had an issue, right? Once you show that you have had an issue, the next thing you need to show that it's still a current issue. So if you have yet to go to a VA appointment, if you always flake out on your VA appointments, that's another thing. What I found out is that if you have PTSD and that is something that you are claiming on your disability, if you do not show up to your appointments, they can remove that from your disability and reduce the money that they're sending to you. They always have a little side hustle. You got to watch it. You have to watch it because they don't want to give you your money to begin with. So if they automatically don't want to give you your money, they're going to find any excuse to take it away from you as well. So we need to keep that in mind as well, right? So I'm going to give you guys 50% disability right now. Okay? Are you guys ready? Are you writing down notes? Do you snore? Do you? If you snore, right? If your wife, your husband, your kids, if you've woken up to in the middle of a snore, I need you to go to your local VA and ask for a sleep study. It's not that long. It doesn't take much time. Um, and it helps. It'll help you at least get the regular 8 hours that you're supposed to get at night, right? Because if you have sleep apnea, right? If you have it, pretty much what is happening is you're dying. Throughout the night, you have died multiple times because you stopped breathing throughout the course of the night. But it's not a I haven't been breathing for an hour type situation, no. So like in between your snores, you're pretty much holding your breath. And for a portion of that time, you are not breathing. So that's when the CPAP machine comes in, and that's when you start sleeping like Darth Vader. But most times, sleep apnea is an automatic 50%. Automatic. So if you have nothing else, get your 50% because anything is better than nothing. If you can supplement your income in any way, get this money. You deserve it. Um, Another thing with the e benefits, right? If you go on your e benefits, I think it's where the files are at. If you go to where the files are at, you can upload and see all the documents that you have personally uploaded to your case. You can also see the timeline. You can also, it's a bunch of fun little tricks and traits. You can also use it for your GI Bill. Everything is on e benefits. Also, My Healthy Vet. My Healthy Vet is another website that you can look up and register for as well. It's a way to get in contact with your doctors, primary and specialty, and let them know of anything that is actually happening right now, right? So if it's happening currently, that's the weird thing about the VA, right? Unless it's happening right now, they don't believe that it ever happened in life, which is dumb. Like, being a veteran is kind of a tricky situation because you have good days, you have bad days, you have horrible days, right? There's no middle one. Horrible, good, bad. That's what you got. And anytime that you're in that kind of situation, like driving out to a location to tell somebody, hey, I'm having an issue right now, is not really feasible, right? Because you're in the middle of it, right? Spouses, what else are they called? They're called legal. What are they called? healthcare professionals that take care of veterans. I would get authorization to be connected to the My Healthy Vet, because sometimes we can't say it. Sometimes we can't get it off of our chest. If you don't sleep for months on end, tell somebody, please. Can't fix something if you don't tell nobody what's wrong. You have to tell people what's going on with your body at the time, okay? If it's one of those, yes, we know VA is, they set up appointments 6 months to 3 years in advance, which is dumb. But there's so many of us, so little of them. And I get that. But because there's so many of us and so little of them, it jades the doctors. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. When it comes down to it, you have to tell a doctor at least 17 times the exact same thing for it to register that it's actually an issue. You have to. And it doesn't, like, I get it. We're really good at hiding our pain. We're really good at pushing through and making it so everybody is taken care of except for us. If you're not here, you can't help anybody else. Period. So that means that you have to take care of yourself. I have recently, and it's stupid, started physical therapy again. And I call it torture sessions because my pain level, depending on which portion of my body that they work on, it's excruciating. And then I still have to walk to my car, and I still have to put my kid in the car, and then it's a lot. And then it's rough. And because it's rough, it makes it so that it's harder for us to process the things that we need to process because we have so many other things on our plate. We got to deal with spouses. We have to deal with children. We still have to go to work. We still have to, if you go to church, you still got to go to church and deal with church folks. Like it's a combo pack. And you have to find a way to breathe through it. You have to, because otherwise you're going to lose it on every single person that you come in contact with. And that doesn't make any sense. It didn't work that way when you were in the Middle East. You had things to do. Same thing. You still got things to do. You still got people to see. You still got things to accomplish. So knowing all of that, it's time to, you gotta find a way. Same way you found a way. First thing is tell the truth. If every Tuesday your pinky toe hurt, tell them that. If every time it rains you fall down the steps, tell them that. These are real life situations, and you earned every stripe that you got. Trust and believe. It's stupid. I was talking to my physical therapist today, and she was like, "Thank you for your service." And I was like, "Yeah, but sometimes I wish I would have just went to Six Flags. Wish I would have just went somewhere else. Keep the menus. Hershey Park." Like, instead of going through all of this pain and emotional turmoil, I could have did something else, anything. And I think no, but I know I fought for this country for a reason. Like I got family members that did the same thing. So but yeah, when it comes to this disability situation, right? What did I tell you guys last time? Join a group. VFW, what's the other one? BFW, DAV, Wounded Warriors, and register. See if you qualify for it, because trust and believe these programs come with perks, and they are perks that are pinpointed for veterans, especially with disabilities, right? So Sign up for one of those programs. They also have the Salvation Army has a program, if I'm not mistaken. They help out with like clothes and food. Most states have a food pantry that will give you food and things of that nature. If you're homeless, I know if you're homeless and watching this video, but guess what? Homeless people got cell phones. So if you're homeless and you are looking for assistance, you need to get in contact with the Salvation Army. They help out veterans a lot. Okay. Also, um, I'm trying to think of another quick fix. Oh, if you wore the earplugs, the little green and yellow ones, it's a lawsuit out right now. If you were issued those little green and yellow earplugs, they had them in the in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, all of them. So it doesn't really matter which branch you were in. If you had those little earplugs that were provided to you as a to help you on like the flight deck, um, um, if you were Air Force working in the working on the airstrip, I don't know. I wasn't in the Air Force. I don't know y'all terminology. I do apologize, but I really don't. Sorry. Um if you worked in the shredder, and I know they had that in all forms of military. They had like the shred room that had the big machine, and in the Navy it was the mulcher. Um, all of those machines were very, very loud. Um, and um, they mess with your ears. So if you can't hear, if you got a hearing aid or something like that, um, yeah, get your money, boo boo. Because it is a lawsuit out there right now. Um, what else? Um, oh, let me tell you something I just found out. Okay, pass this on to everyone. Did you know that there is something higher than 100% disability? There is. You start going off in letters and acronyms and things of that nature. But most of it is for amputees, for people who lost their sight, people who lost it was something else. Lost their sight. And it doesn't have to be full amputee. If you got blown up and you've lost use of one arm, one hand that you can't use at all, then there's a higher tier of disability to where you can get more than just 100%, more than just your check, right? They will give you compensation for that. And that's money. So if you have one of those injuries, get in contact um, with the VA. There's a way to process the paperwork, and I'll start looking into it to kind of help you guys out, so you don't have to do all the research yourself. I'm really good at research. If you give me a problem, most likely I can look it up. Okay. So if you've lost a limb, if you've lost your sight, if you've lost your hearing, totally, like 100%, then you can get a higher tier of disability, which means more money. You're welcome. Call the VA hotline and ask them what the process is to apply. If you don't want to wait for me to look it up, because I will look it up eventually. I just don't want to do it right now. Thank you. I'm really tired. I got a little bit more energy back, as you can see. I'm still in a lot of pain, but my energy is coming back because it didn't snow. Winning. Um, Disability. So yeah. So when you go into the VA, right, and you set up for your appointment, okay, I don't want you to tell them about a good day, okay? I need you to tell them about a bad day. Whatever the worst day was, whatever the worst anxiety was, don't talk about the good days because then that's all they hear. You need to tell them about the times that you woke up crying. You need to tell them about the times that you hyperventilated because a car backfired next to you. You have to tell them the truth. It doesn't matter. Okay? Yes, we get it. I'm gonna say out of 7 days, I might have two good days. I don't want them to know about those 2 good days. I need them to focus on the 5 bad. Okay? You have to tell the truth. If you do not tell the truth, then they're not gonna believe you. Period. Sadly. Even if it's in your record, doesn't matter. If they don't see it with their own eyes, they don't believe it, which sucks. Um, when it comes to disability, right? So the goal is for everybody to get 100%, right? That's what the goal is. The goal is for everybody in all of these here United States to get paid 100% disability for the rest of their lives. That's what the goal is. You deserve that, right? So if that's the goal, to make sure that you get 100%, then you have to bug these people. Bug them. Every time they got an appointment open, take that. Show up. Don't take your meds that day. Let them see the full-fledged, dumb. Listen, because for some strange reason, they feel like if they gave you a Band-Aid, then that means you don't have a problem. Not true. Band-Aid is just that. Covers up the issue, may maintain you for a couple of days, but if something were to change in your what is it? I was going to say pH balance. If something changes in your body to where that medication has to be changed, they're going to see it anyway, right? They're doctors, so they shouldn't be afraid. They're dealing with veterans, so they should understand. So, 100% honest. Can't hide it from this one. Can't act like there's no issue on this one. This is a real life situation. You need money, and they have it to give it to you. All you have to do is acknowledge your issues. How easy is that? You got headaches? Acknowledge it. I'm just saying. If you don't acknowledge it, you can't win. Can't walk around making believe that you're okay when you're really not. And then want somebody to give you a check for something that you're not even acknowledging. I'm just saying. This is real doggone life. If they, if while on active duty, the government told you that they were going to do something like fix your teeth, like fix your back, like fix your for the females, maybe they a lot of the females because of larger breasts, they a lot of the doctors will offer a reduction. If that's something that you want to do now and you didn't get it done while you were active duty, get in contact with them and find out if that's something that they will still do. Because the plus about it is closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't ask the question, you'll never get the answer. If there's some kind of surgery that you've been looking forward to and you weren't sure if they were still going to do it, start complaining about that thing. Simple, right? You complain about it, then they fix it. If you don't complain about it, they don't know because they're psycho, not psychic. Okay? Love you guys. I'm trying to help you. This is me helping. You're welcome. So, yeah, if there's something that while on active duty, they said that it was something that was possible to happen, but because you were underway all the time, because you were deployed all the time, they couldn't schedule you in there for it. Now is the time to do it. Let's get it done. Let's get everything done that they said that they were going to do to our lovely little bodies. Yeah. Um, let's see. So yeah, make sure that you sign up for e-benefits. Sign up for what's the other one? My Healthy Vet. Sign up for My Healthy Vet. Sign up for one of these little lovely groups, VFW, DAV, Wounded Warrior, and see if there's something that they can do to help you in your current situation, whether it be help you pay a bill, whether it be if they can't help you buy a car, they'll help you find one in your price range most times. Um, they have a lot of sponsors. There's a lot of people out there that just want to help us out. Just want to show us that when we came back to the States, that didn't mean that we lost the support because we're no longer over there. No, no, no. They're still here. They're still kicking. They're still fighting just for us. So allow these people to help you. Huh? Look at God providing for his children. All right. Well, I'm not going to stay on here too long because there's a short person upstairs taking a nap and she's going to wake up in a little bit. It's not cute. Okay? She's cute. Her stomping like Godzilla, not cute. But it's all good. All right, well, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the button now. Hit the button now. Okay? All right, I'm going to keep on bringing you guys as many videos as my body will allow. The times that my body is not going to allow me to do more that I want to do, I'll still try to make a video and I'll still try to post it. It might only be a minute and a half, but it'll be a video. Okay? I love you guys, my brethren in arms. I want to make sure you know that I love you and that I'm fighting for you. And I'm going to give you as much information as I can in as much time as they allow me to do it before the government come and get me for spilling all the beans. Okay? All right. Well, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. All right. Deuces.